What's up, Boulder Nation?
Moment, right? But I'm proud. I really am proud. I'm proud of all these kids, though. I really am. I'm hard on them, but I love them. You guys know I love them, and I want the best for them, and I'm proud of them. I want us to.
Today, we've got several great news stories for you, so let's go ahead and get started. Our main story today is about Coach Prime's quest to replace Shedeur Sanders next year. For those who may have missed it, Shedeur Sanders recently confirmed that he would be returning for the upcoming 2024 season. We're also going to talk about RG3 calling for the impossible with Coach Prime and a couple other great stories. So grab you some chips and queso, sit back and get ready because this is the prime time for college football. Our first story today, we're going to talk about Coach Prime taking a major step to replace Shedeur Sanders in 2025. Now, for those who may not know, Shedeur is a senior this upcoming 2024 season, which means that he'll be out of eligibility at the end of the year. We truly expect some amazing things from Shedeur this year. Things like a New Year's Six bowl game and maybe competition and competing for the Heisman Trophy, maybe being the top NFL draft pick. But next year, Colorado will have to replace him. And you better believe that Coach Prime is already planning for the future. Recently, Colorado was named a finalist for 2025 four-star quarterback TJ Lateef. Colorado was named among several other major teams fighting for TJ, including Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Georgia, and Florida State. Now, per On3, he is a four-star prospect, ranked number 228 in the 25 cycle. That's according to the On3 industry ranking. He's also the nation's number 17 quarterback, and he's the number 21 overall recruit from California. You need to continue this thing and continue to keep it going strong. And right now with Shedeur, it's been very easy to build around your son if you're Coach Prime, but there will be a day where Shedeur can no longer play college football. And when that happens, you're going to have to keep things going strong. And Lateef could be your QB of the future. They're in on other quarterbacks. They're being considered by other quarterbacks. This isn't the one and only scholarship out there. But Coach Prime is putting an emphasis on this because he knows how important it is for the future. Now, not only is he focused here, you know what grandma used to say, and that's not to put all of your eggs in one basket. And Coach Prime has certainly learned lessons like that. And so Colorado also offered a scholarship to 2025 four-star Madden Iamaleava. Now, he's the younger brother of Tennessee's freshman star quarterback Nico. He's a high four-star, and he received the offer after impressing out at an all-star passing tournament. Now, per 247 Sports, like his older brother, he is a two-sport standout athlete. He has a strong arm. He shows great dual-threat ability. He's also got very good pocket mobility and can extend plays. Does that remind you of anyone? He's a really tough kid. He's highly competitive. And as the game continues to slow down from him, he'll make another big jump. Now, landing him would be a significant boost to Colorado's future. What do you guys think? Do you have a quarterback you like more? Do you have one that you want to focus on more? If you're a Buffs fan, if you're Coach Prime, where do you think they go? Let us know down in the comments. Next, let's talk about RG3 calling for something that I think is impossible for Coach Prime. For those who may have missed it, after the Cowboys were recently eliminated from the playoffs, RG3 called for the Cowboys to fire their head coach, Mike McCarthy, and replace him with Coach Prime. Take a listen to this clip.
But I know who you need. You need Coach Prime. That's right, Deion Sanders, Coach Prime. Coach Prime knows how to win in Dallas. He knows what it takes to have a championship mindset. He knows how to hold his guys accountable, and he is a culture changer. Look at what he did at Jackson State, going 27-6. Completely changed the culture there at that HBCU. Then he goes to Colorado, and he changes the mindset there. And it's not just that. Coach Prime is also going to bring you your quarterback of the future.
Now, this is not the first time. This is not the second time or the third time or the fourth or fifth or really even the 500th time that we've heard someone calling for Coach Prime to go to the NFL. What Coach Prime has done consistently over and over and over and over again is to shoot down these rumors and basically tell people how much he loves teaching kids. But so many people at ESPN, at Fox and CBS and NBC and CNN everywhere in the country seem to ignore what Coach Prime says over and over and over again. And they continue to say every time they think a job will come open or does come open, Coach Prime should be there. And so what we've continued to echo and what we've continued to say is don't count on it. It doesn't seem like something that's super likely to take place or happen based on Coach Prime's own words. Now, if Coach Prime was to have left the door open or said, maybe I could see that at some point, then maybe we'd believe it a little bit more. But it's because Coach Prime keeps shutting it down that we keep hearing it, and then we come on here and continue to shut it down. I will give RG3 a little bit of credit, a little bit of props on this. First of all, obviously RG3, phenomenal athlete, phenomenal college football player, and you know had an okay NFL career too, but incredible college player. I loved the aspect of Shedeur following him and playing with him there in Dallas and being that future, being that quarterback of the future when Coach Prime would get there. Now, do I think that makes it more likely? No, I do not. I still believe Coach Prime. I do like RG3's creativity, though. I will give him that. I like the idea of them staying united and them continuing to coach and play for one another. But again, Coach Prime has continued to say that this isn't happening. I'll ride with Coach Prime, and I'll trust what he's saying on this one. Speaking on that, I don't know how many of you watched the playoffs this weekend, but to any Cowboys fans out there, it was brutal. And, you know, I wouldn't call myself a huge Dallas fan. I like certain things about what they do, but I like Dak. But, man, what a tough one for them this weekend. A tough one to watch overall. I mean, shoot, another really big fan base out there that was disappointed last night was Philly. I was in Tampa. I was in Raymond James for the Bucks-Eagles. That happened on Monday night. Some crazy NFL playoff stuff going on. I've asked you guys different things and different questions before, but I would love to hear who your NFL team is. Who do you cheer for? Who do you root for? Who do you want to do the best? Who can you not stand? Let's talk a little bit about your NFL fandom down in the comments. Since they continue to say that Coach Prime's going to end up there, I guess we'll talk a little NFL. I don't believe them, but I'll at least hear you guys out on who your favorite teams are. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching. A little bit different video, but we talked a little bit about quarterbacks, a little bit about RG3 and Coach Prime going to the Cowboys, which we don't believe. Thank you guys, as always, for your support and for checking out the prime time for college football.